Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 112 of your favorite podcast in the history of humanity. This is Survival Fitted. I am Joe Williams, aka the Hymn Reaper, and we got none other than Ian Pierno in the building and a very special guest for you guys today. Would you like to take the floor and introduce yourself?
What's going on? This is Matt Mangano. I'm the founder of InkedNBA. That is a tattoo page for NBA players.
There we go. Nice. we got a little description. So talk to us about InkedNBA, right? And when did you first start InkedNBA? What made you want to start InkedNBA?
Yeah. So I've been a basketball fan my whole life. Always loved basketball. And when I started getting older, I got interested in like fashion, tattoos, just like kind of the off the court stuff with NBA guys. Where it became like less like looking at stats and like kind of who's good, and more so like my favorite players were like the coolest guys. Like it was like who's dressing the best or who's got the best tattoos or the nicest car, like shit like that. So I was 19, I think, or 20, and I was looking to get my first tattoo. And I was, it's when D'Lo was on the Nets, and I was like, damn, like he has some fire tattoos. And I always wanted to see like close-ups of it. And I was looking online, and there was nothing. There was nothing online like showing close-ups or like, you know, giving out the artist's name and stuff. So I just started posting kind of like bullshit photos I found online, or like, you know, like the team was posting, I would like repost it and just had like a little collection going. And after like a while, like after I kept posting stuff, like players started taking notice and like different artists, and then like connections started getting built where, you know, players were sending me their tattoos, or artists were sending me like tattoos they did on players. And then it became more of like that kind of exclusive look at the tattoos themselves.
So talk to us about like the initial journey. Was there like a moment when you were doing the page, or did you have like you know how people talk about, oh, I had like blind faith, I already knew it was gonna blow up when I first started it. Did you have that, or was there like a moment in the beginning where you're like, oh, this could be big, like maybe a certain player took notice or a tattoo artist or whatever?
Yeah. No, I mean, when I started it, it was like I said, it was like I was just throwing shit up. I was posting like 3 times a day, like no captions, like just kind of, it was kind of like a Pinterest board for me. Like I was like, oh, this is cool, I'm gonna put it up. And then followers, I don't even know how, but in the beginning it was like people were following the page somehow. And then I would say the moment where it like hit, I was like working a day camp, like a summer camp. And Nikhil Alexander Walker hit me up when he was in college, and sent me like pictures of his tattoos and was like, yo, just got these, like throw it up. I maybe had like 1,000 followers. And I was like, yo, what? And like for me at the time, and even now, like I still get like super like starstruck with shit, because it's like I grew up, you know, watching basketball with my dad like every single night and shit. So like a player hitting me up and like wanting, you know, me to kind of post their stuff or just having that interaction with them is always crazy to me. But no, I never thought anything of it. For me, it was like a, you know, a fake account that I was like sitting there like just using as a Pinterest board.
Damn, that's crazy. Wait, hold up. What was your first tattoo? You said you were like getting your first tattoo and you were inspired by D'Lo to end up being like a D'Lo inspired tattoo?
No. It's just I got the basic boy 2 roses forearm tat as my first tattoo.
That's hard though.
Yeah.
I have a pretty legendary first tattoo story. Should I give my first tattoo story?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we can
blast people's ears.
Yeah, we could do like a little like fucked up tattoo story roundtable.
Yeah, we all have tattoos, so maybe we can give like our craziest tattoo story or whatever. I think Ian has a few.
What the fuck?
No disrespect. Crazy.
Here, let Matt go first. Let Matt go first.
Take the floor, Matt.
You got like a what's like the most like fucked up tattoos? Are they like the place, or I don't know.
Nothing crazy. I'm sure you beat me out on that, but for me it was just I was studying abroad in Italy, and it was like prime COVID. Like this is when it was fire, best month of my life. But it was when COVID first started, and like remember it started like in Italy kind of first, like they had it first. So when we were out there, we got an email and it was like, you guys got to go. Like we were literally getting like shipped home. And I was like, fuck, like I was having so much fun. I was like, I never want to leave here. So I was like, fuck it, I got to do something like to like have something or whatever. So I hit up this tattoo artist that was like, I kept walking when I was walking to class. I walked past this place. So I hit him up and I was like, yo, do you like anyone can fit me in this week? They sent me like the page and I ended up just going and getting the tattoo the next day at the place.
What'd you get?
And the art, it was this. It's a mandala piece, like it's all dots.
Oh,
You
But
didn't get the gabagool?
no, I didn't get the gabagool. The artist spoke no English too, so it was like I was sitting there on Google Translate, like trying to like talk to her back and forth.
That's actually terrifying because a big part of like getting a tattoo right is like effectively communicating what you want. I mean, eventually it goes on a stencil anyway, so you know what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
But really, like effectively communicating what you want to be on your body for the rest of your life. So I can see that being a interesting experience.
Yeah, no, it was like a really awkward, silent, like 4 or 5 hours just sitting there, like no one knew what to say.
it was 4
weird.
hours of just silence. That's how long
Yeah,
it took.
the tattoo took 5, but she was like it was a weird dynamic. I don't know, because I hit her up from Inked, so she like didn't know what was going on and like thought I was like a celebrity, and I was trying to explain to her that it's just like a blog kind of.
Yeah.
So she was like, I don't know, it was weird. Like she kept calling over the other artists like to come and like take a picture and shit, and I was like, this I'm not like I was like, you're gonna go home, you're gonna delete the photo. Like
Oh my
funny.
God. So summer 2023, InkedNBA LeagueFits European tour. We just bounce country to country getting tattoos and pretending we're famous as fuck.
yes, absolutely.
Just
Alright,
showing
done.
off the pages.
Done.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm locked in. We're just clouded
Done.
up.
Come back, neck down.
Yeah.
Yes, on some Travis Barker shit.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I actually gave Ian a tattoo. I don't know if Matt, if you've ever tattooed someone. This is my time
No, I
to
have
flex.
not.
Ian, have you ever tattooed someone? You tattooed yourself.
Have I tattooed someone besides me?
Yeah. Have you?
I tattooed Homeboy
You-
that same day.
You did tattoo homeboy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's my craziest tattoo story. I have a lot of crazy tattoo stories. I feel like I've experienced I've done like laser tattoo removal. I've tattooed other people, and I've also gotten like horrible tattoos covered up multiple times. And it's crazy because I don't even have a lot of tattoos, but I just have no luck when it comes to tattoos. But that's pretty insane. I'm not gonna hold you.
When
But,
did you start
Tell the
getting
story.
tatted?
Wait, what?
When did you first
My
get
bad,
tatted?
alright.
How old were you?
No, I was 19, I think. I was like actually funny enough, I was actually on a trip from my college to LA for this like A2 Men conference. It was something in like community college they like make you go through.
Oh, this is a good
And-
story.
Have I told this story on here before?
Yeah, you've told me this story. I don't think you've told it on the pod.
Yeah. So me and all my friends, we like leave the hotel one night. None of us have tattoos at all. And we're just walking like the Hollywood. What do they call that, Ian? Like the Hollywood stars place?
Walk
What
of
is-
Fame, Walk of Fame.
Walk of Fame. We're walking the Walk of Fame. And I don't know why we're all just like hell bent on finding like Michael Jackson's star on the ground. But we have no like reference point. So we're just walking looking for Michael Jackson's star. And we actually find a star on the ground that says Joe Williams on it. And I'm like, yo, that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's my name. That's pretty fire. So we're all like flicking up. We're like taking pictures next to the star or whatever. At this point, it's probably around like midnight, but it's like LA, so a lot of things are still open. And we're like, I'm like on the ground taking this like jailhouse photo next to the star on the floor. And we just look up and there's just like this shining, beaming like tattoo parlor across the street. So this is around the time, funny enough, we were talking about Black Panther. This is around the time of like the first Black Panther movie. And for those who don't know, like in Wakanda, they have like the marking on the inside of their lip. So me and my friends, it was like probably like 5 of us, we played this game called What Are the Odds? Which is basically like you say something like a dare, like, oh, what are the odds you freaking jump off the roof? And somebody's like, oh, 1 in 25. And you count down 3, 2, 1, and you both pick a number between 1 and 25. And if you both say the same number, then you got to do the dare. So we were like, all right, what are the odds you get like a tattoo on the inside of your lip? And he was like 1 in 10. I don't know why the odds were so low. He's like
Yeah.
1 in 10. I'm like, all right, for sure. We do like 1, 2, 3, 10. They both pick 7. We all run down the street going crazy. What the heck? This crazy about to get this tattoo. So we walk into this parlor. He backs out of it. But I guess since we were already in the parlor, he had already signed the waiver form. The dude took what is it? Like you take the needle from out the thing and like you got to pay for that or something like that. I forget what it is. So the dude's like, all right, so I'm tatting somebody. The dude's like, I have to tattoo somebody or somebody's going to have to pay me for like taking this needle out. So we all just like, all right, we're all going to get like these like small little crosses on our wrists or whatever. Very Pinterest, lame, visco girl type energy. But we all ended up getting these little like tattoos or whatever. We felt like we were so cool on that trip. We like showed the dude who like took us on the trip. Hey, we all got tatted last night. He's like, shut up, we don't care. But it was a pretty far story, bro. Like I'm not gonna hold you. That was like a little moment in my life, like a little movie moment for real.
Didn't you spend like your like stipend on it?
Stipend.
You had,
Oh
like,
yeah,
a
we had
food
like a
stipend?
yeah. The college gave us like I don't know, how do you say that? Like, it's
I
like
don't know,
a
but it's
like a company
type of-
card. It's like
Yeah.
a company card or whatever.
Joe was
And they
spending
got-
his social security on tattoos,
Bruh,
basically.
crazy. They got that invoice back that weekend. It was just nothing but Roscoe chicken and waffles and tattoo. It was crazy, bro. I was like, they're like, what did y'all do? Like, it's so funny with the Roscoe's every day. But yeah, that's fire
Yeah.
though. I relate to the school trip tattoo moments.
Yeah.
Those
That's
are the
lit.
best.
Let's see. I've probably talked about this before, but all my tattoos on my leg, I did myself, and they all look like shit. Well, one of my ex-girlfriend's name got covered, so there's one like randomly, like really, actually one of my favorite tattoos, just surrounded by shitty tattoos, like on my shin.
Mhm.
But otherwise, they're all done by me, and one by you, Joe, and then one by my
Yes.
ex-girlfriend. So I don't know. Yeah, that's just a fucked up tattoo story. But the first tattoo I ever got was a few years ago. I had been like on the fence about getting a tattoo for a while. And then like, just impulsiveness. It was like midnight. I was with my homie and I was like, yo, let's get a tattoo. Fuck it. And so she and I were just Googling tattoo shops open. You go like Google, it was like tattoo shop open now. And like nowhere was really open at this point, like 12:30 in the morning. And there was this one spot that was 24 hours. I was like, wow, it's 24-hour tattoo shop. Like,
That's a red
Who
flag
would've-
within itself.
I was just gonna say, what could go wrong?
yeah, I was like, oh, what a fire concept that is.
Yeah.
I was like, what a great idea. So anyway, we call the guy, obviously, and he's like, yeah, pull up to my shop. And I'm like, okay. We pull up. It's like this nasty fucking apartment right off Hollywood Boulevard. So ironically, our first tattoos were near each other, Joe. And I go in there and he's like, it's like this Eastern European dude. He's playing like, I think it was like Greek opera music.
What?
And like, I'm a little nervous, when you get your first tattoo, like you're a little bit nervous, that's like
Yeah.
pretty normal. So I'm like a little nervous. And then he also just has animals everywhere. Like he has parrots, he has like turtles, and I mean turtles just like walking around the floor. Obviously like a dog. So there's like a lot going on. It's very,
Yeah.
very, very chaotic. And like anyway, I get one finger tattoo, one hand tattoo. They've both basically faded by now because I went in a hot tub the next day. But it was probably for the best. But anyway, like, and he's about to tattoo me. He's like, "Is this music okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." And I was like, I'm not gonna hold you. I stopped right as he was about to put the needle on me. I was like, bro, just please put on rap caviar or anything. It's like it doesn't matter. But it was because the music was like, oh, it was just like way too intense. Like anyway, yeah, he does these 2 tattoos. It takes 5 minutes, and he's like, that's $200. And I was like, are you fucking serious?
What?
Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, that was my first tattoo story.
Okay, so let's transition into basketball per se. I know we're talking about our tattoos and how bad they were, you know what I'm saying, when we were younger, but there's good tattoos and there's a lot of good tattoos in the NBA. I guess, Matt, we'll just lob this question to you. What is some of your like favorite tattoos in the league since you've been posting on the page? Maybe like an individual piece. I guess we'll break it down. We'll do like a arm sleeve, best leg sleeve, and then we'll do like a best individual piece. So we'll start with like best individual. Because you're the master, dog. We got to test your knowledge.
damn.
We got to make sure you know what you're talking about. So what's your favorite like individual piece in the league?
That's tough because it's like,
Put them on the hot seat.
yeah, that's tough. I would say either JC's like the Clarkson circus font on the back. I really like that. Or Gary Trent Jr. has like a balaclava mask on the back of his arm, like on his tricep, and it just like fits that spot really well, and I fuck with that heavy.
So it's more the placement for the Gary Trent tat.
Yeah.
All right. So favorite piece is JC. So what are we as far as like favorite arm sleeve in the league? This is hella
This
arm
is tough, bro. Austin Rivers. Everyone
got the same
sleeps on
answer.
Austin Rivers.
You
Yeah.
got the same answer.
Everyone
In the League Fits
sleeps on him.
world, people sleep on Austin Rivers too. It's funny because I
Yeah.
think there's a ton of overlap.
There is
100%. Because if a guy's not like that dude, like he's not like a baller and like super young, where like you followed him in high school, like the LaMelo, Jalen Green, all those dudes, like people tend to forget and like just like it's like it's not cool to post Austin Rivers on your story, but Austin Rivers, arm sleeve and he dresses well too. is
Mhm.
fire. So Austin Rivers is that dude.
I was hella
feel
asleep
that.
on his arm sleeve until he got traded to Minnesota. I
That
be
shit is
watching all the
beautiful.
games, and I'm like,
Beautiful.
he never gets in the game, bro. They keep him on the bench, but whenever he does get in the game, I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like
Yeah.
his arm sleeve is so detailed, it's insane.
Yeah, the artist that did that, Chewy, is he's booked out for like years. Like you can't get a session with that guy.
That's fire. All right, so favorite leg sleeve in the league.
Book Night is putting together. Well, it's not finished yet, but Book Night and Jeezy have been working on like a portrait leg sleeve that's coming together nice. And then right now, I'd say Evan Fournier, the one he just got, is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I seen that
What
one.
is it? What are these? What's the portrait of and what's Evans?
Portraits are he has. Who does he have? Jackie Robinson, Michael Jackson, like the Thriller, like zombie version. Kobe. Who else is on that leg? I forget. There's someone else on it. And then Evan Fournier just got from The Matrix. I forget the dude's name. I haven't seen that movie in a minute. But he got that on his thigh, and it's and then on the side of the leg, it's like a whole like I don't know, kind of like Greek base piece.
Or for sure.
That's hard.
Yeah, the code and all that is on the thigh. It's a fire piece though. If you see it
like
later,
the
it's
green
fire.
like Matrix code from the movie.
Yeah,
Like that's
it's
that's
like the digit
cool.
code. It's it's fire ass piece.
I know what you're talking about. That's hard.
I thought you were gonna say Kelly Oubre Jr. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, but Kelly, I feel like I have so much recency bias just because like I've seen Kelly Oubre's leg sleeve and like how many times have I had to post that and like talk about that where like I've grown like neutral on. I don't know. It's obviously fire. It's definitely top 5 like for sure. But I think what Evan Fournier is putting together is ridiculous.
That is a good point about sorry, my bad. That is a good point about tattoos. Is like I was on the Inked story today. I love going through like the polls and stuff that you do. And it was like, is Jordan Clarkson going to win Inked NBA MVP? Because you guys do like an end of year awards.
Yeah,
Inked awards again. And it is interesting because like it's really hard to like catch up in tattoos. Like it would be like very hard for someone if there's not someone like right below Jordan Clarkson right now. That means someone is like really far away because it takes a while to like blast your body in tattoos. You know what I mean? And then there's other guys that say like John Wall's covered in tattoos. Maybe for the sake of this argument, like his aren't quite as cool as Jordan Clarkson's. Like his canvas is already used up. So the only person that could catch up to Jordan Clarkson is someone that we wouldn't see coming because they have, empty
a lot of canvas.
Space.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why it's tough. Like you're saying, when it's like with fashion and shit, like when you guys do, you know what I mean? Guys can like, you could be like the worst dresser in the league and like, then, you get a good stylist or like, you some calling and you turn into, the best dresser in the world. And it's like, there's no like limit
and the
there.
reverse.
Like, it's not going to hit you.
And the reverse as well.
Yeah. With tattoos, like you're saying, if you go out and you cover like John Wall, let's say this year was super, super close between JC and John Wall. I ended up going with JC because of like the late push he had when he got like the whole torso stuff. But like you're saying, John Wall is like capped out right now. He's literally neck, armpits, like everything. So it's like, what can he do?
Right, face tats, I guess.
There's dudes with their ass fully tatted in the end, but I can't. Every time I fucking post it, they take it down and I get flagged.
Whoa!
Wait,
who in the NBA has full ass tattoos?
No. So D'Angelo Harrison from he went to St. John's. He plays overseas now. He has like literally full entire ass, and every time I post it, everyone's like super like insecure masculinity and reports it and is like, yo, what is this, bro? No warning. And then they take it down and my page gets flagged, so I can't post it.
Oh, that's crazy. There anyone else with ass tattoos that we don't know about?
That not from my knowledge, but I can guarantee I'll put like everything on the line that in the NBA 100%. 100%.
Damn.
I only ever knew about like Nigel Houston, like the skater.
Yeah, he has every time I post that too on Central, it's everyone flips out.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's so 2023 InkedNBA LeagueFits clout vacation. And then we also need an investigative series into who in the NBA has full ass tattoos.
I don't know how we're going about that. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think that far. The second you said that, I felt crazy bad idea.
I don't know how we're going about that.
Horrible idea. Okay,
No,
so
we gotta do like a ass tattoo amnesty. Have any of you guys flown through Chicago recently?
no.
They have like a weed amnesty box now because you're not allowed to fly with weed.
Oh yeah.
And basically, you could like put the weed in the box and like no questions asked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're good. We need like an anonymous Dropbox. Just DM it to every single NBA player, and they can submit their ass tattoo.
Yeah.
This is a crazy conversation. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't think it was gonna go this way. All right.
I majored in journalism. I like, I'm trying to get to the bottom of shit. Got it. The bottom.
Bro, grow up. That's crazy.
Sorry.
That's wild. All right, we're gonna move off this topic for the sake of everybody's ears. So I wanted to ask you, who's your favorite tattoo artist? They could, tattoo hella NBA players just in general. Who's like your favorite tattoo artist, and why is it Steve Wiebe?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously Steve is like goated. But I think I like Ocean's Starjet, I believe is how you say his last name. That's the dude that did Evan Fournier's leg. And he's done some stuff on RJ Barrett, Reggie Perry. Like he's done a bunch of different guys. I want to get my full leg from him. That's like my dream artist right now is him. But obviously just like in the league, like guys, it's like Jeezy, obviously Mark Johnson, then Steve, the other Steve Butcher is like elite in color and like realism. He's nuts. And then the guy Chewy that I was saying that did Austin Rivers, another guy that's like ridiculous attention to detail on his tattoos.
I feel you on that. I was watching I forget who posted it, maybe for good reason because we're not giving free publicity out. You know what I'm saying? But I was watching like some videos with Steve Wiebe on it, and he was saying yo, it's such an interesting dynamic because like everybody in the NBA for the most part has like money. So if somebody could pull up to like the practice facility with like a nice car or whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, he got the, I don't know, freaking Tesla Model S Plaid, sick. I can also go get one of those. But he's like, somebody pulls up with like a tattoo done by like Steve Wiebe. It's like not everybody can get that. So I just thought that was hella sick because it's like it speaks to like the clientele and everything. But
100%.
That is different. Even like a Louis jacket, like all the NBA guys, especially the big guys, kind of wear all the same Raf Simons shit. Like, any of these guys can go into Dover Street Market and, get a Raf sweater. But yeah, not everyone can get an appointment with certain guys.
Yeah. Well, that's like the creativeness in it too, though, because some dudes like there's so many similar like tattoos in the NBA where it's like it's a spin-off of the same exact shit versus like someone that goes and gets something like super like unique and dope. It doesn't even need to be like that top artist, but if you have something that's like your own idea, your own kind of spin on something, it makes it that much cooler than like having that same generic thing just over and over again. Like there's so many dudes that are like John Moran, bro, like such an elite player. Fucking clouds 90% of the body.
Ask that. I was just gonna
90% of the body. And it sucks because it's like, bro, you could do so much. Like now you have so much money now. Like you're saying, you have like you're one of the biggest faces in the sport and you already filled up your whole canvas. Like you don't have space to kind of showcase that art and like really express yourself because it's just straight clouds.
I was just gonna ask. I was literally gonna ask, how do you feel about clouds? Everybody gets on them for that. That's so crazy. Well, and that's like the stigma. I was saying to Ian earlier. I think like Inked magazine especially, like they'll put all these like videos on YouTube and like they'll have like some of the top prestige whatever tattoo artists talk about different celebrities ink, and it's always like David Beckham, horrible tattoos, NBA players, horrible, like, and it's just like, oh, all they have is just a bunch of clouds and like a Bible verse and praying hands and a basketball. Like I'm like, it's crazy.
Do you guys literally mean like clouds, like in the sky?
Yeah,
like filler,
just
like
clouds,
they'll
like filler clouds.
Like they'll fill in, like just for the sake of filling in like an arm sleeve, they'll just get a bunch of clouds tattooed, and it's like, oh, it fills in the space. I think David Beckham has a bunch of clouds, if I'm not mistaken.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
But it's like, I mean, the stigma of like NBA players have terrible tattoos is low key starting to change a little bit. Like definitely from when I started the page to like now, it's way harder to pick like the teams and shit when I'm doing that because like guys are coming into the league with a lot better ink. Like they're educating themselves. They're looking for artists online. Like it's so easy to find a good artist nowadays. It used to be like tough. You're not going to travel. They don't have Instagram. Now it's like it's so accessible to find a good artist.
Yeah. I feel like it's similar on the LeagueFits end too, where like when we first started in 2018, like we did first, second, third team, all LeagueFits. And there was maybe like 30 guys dressing up. So there wasn't like that many snubs or anything like that. But now like everyone dresses up and it's really tough. Joe, I want to touch on something you said about how like athlete tattoos are often shit on. I've like, listened to other podcasts or watched like YouTube videos where people have like made fun of like athletes dressing up as well. So it seems like maybe there's like a little bit of a theme here. I think like we can stop like shitting on athletes for being cool. Like I feel like so many industries, whether it's, any kind of like artistic industry, whether it's fashion, tattoos, like we don't have to like gatekeep athletes from being cool anymore. Like not athletes aren't just like dumb Letterman jocks anymore. You know what I mean? Like Kelly Oubre, rock star. Jordan Clarkson, rock star. John Wall, rock star. Like athletes are cool, famous people too. And I mean, that sounded kind of lame, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Stop gatekeeping shit. Our artistic expression is for everyone. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're an accountant, you can have cool tattoos and dressed up.
Agreed.
I feel like tattoo culture is hella intimidating though. Like if you think about the concept of like walking into like a thrift store, right? Not intimidating at all. You walk in there, you feel welcome. You walk into a barbershop, you feel welcome. You walk into like a tattoo parlor where like a bunch of just like freaking tatted up, sleeved up, playing heavy metal. What do you want? You ain't got no tattoo. Like, bro, I'm like, bro, what? Like, bro, this is such a gate. I feel like it's a gate kept community, unless I'm wrong. Like, it's hella gate kept.
I mean, I don't mind a little gatekeeping. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, it's nice, like being in like my friend group and being like one of like just a few of the guys with tattoos. You know what I mean?
100%.
But oh yeah, it's not gate. It's like about not gatekeeping what like already exists. Like we don't have to gatekeep tattoos from people that already have tattoos. We don't have to gatekeep fashion from people that already dressing cool. Like shit like that. Like Russell Westbrook was like accepted into the fashion community like 10 years late when he had been doing it for a long time.
Talk about it. What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that. One thing I don't like about the tattoo community is like the placement thing too, where it's like there's like this like stigma of getting like your hand tatted before you get your arm tatted. Or especially we've seen this in like 2016 SoundCloud rap when people were getting their face tattooed and they had no other tattoos on their body. I'm like, bro, let them make it. I mean, don't get your face tattooed. That's a horrible idea unless you're gonna like go that creative route. But like at the same time, if you're going that creative route and you decide to get your face tattooed and you didn't get your arm tattooed, like come on, dog.
What do you think, Matt?
I disagree. I think I feel like that's more of a like the people that are doing like face tats before like anything else aren't looking at it like in an art sense and more so just like I need to be recognizable or I need to kind of have that like, oh, this, he has whatever, a spaceship on his face, where it's more so for like your marketing rather than like you want to express yourself. That's what I think. I don't know.
Is there hella face tats in the league?
No, there's currently probably like 5 guys.
Cauley Stein.
I thought there should be more.
Cauley Stein, Terry Rozier, Jordan Clarkson, James Johnson.
Sheesh.
And I think that might be it. I'm probably missing one. Oh, Jeremy Lamb has one, but he's not in the league right now. But he has one as well.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna do 2 things that I just thought of. Your tattoo starting 5, and then your InkedNBA LeagueFits baby starting 5. So like weighting tattoos and fashion 50-50. And there is going to be a bunch of overlap. Like Jordan Clarkson's going to make both. But like
lock.
I'm curious if you had to give us both, what would they be? Start with like just for tattoos.
Just for tattoo. What am I doing? Like just a first team essentially?
Yeah, first team doesn't have to be in order.
JC. JC is up there. Jason Tatum. I think Jason Tatum is going to be the MVP next year.
Really?
Yeah. John Wall. So those 3. After those 3, that's when it becomes like where you can go back and forth on people. I guess D'Lo. and then Oubre. But it's like I hate saying the same people because like Oubre hasn't got work in like over a year, and it's like a little annoying. Like it aggravates me because it's like, bro, you got mad space. Like, come on, give me content. Same thing with D'Lo. It's like D'Lo hasn't like he got his hand tatted last year, but like since then he hasn't done nothing, and it's like, bro, come on, I like your posts do numbers. Like go get some tats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like refreshing too because it's like, all right, D'Lo got a new tat. Like let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Like get his name back in the conversation versus like. Now, if I ever post him or like give him any credit for anything, everyone's like, yo, he hasn't got tatted in over a year. Like, who cares?
But shit, I know like with the League Fits Awards, when we do those, we only base it on like tunnel pictures from the previous seasons. Like if you didn't dress up for any tunnels the whole season, you can't make it.
Yeah.
Like recency does play a factor.
Mhm.
Okay, I feel like some of those names might pop up again, but the League Fits InkedNBA 5.
All right, so I'm going Jordan Clarkson's got to be in there. Kelly Oubre's got to be in there. I guess D'Lo. I'm not huge into D'Lo's fashion, honestly. He's like a chill dresser. I know Joe's like burning up inside when I say that, but
Substitute teacher swag.
but he's like chill. Like he's like chill. I like we were saying before. I think Austin Rivers is super underrated in both fields. Like he does his thing. And then the last one, I don't even know. I love Frank Jackson. I'm a big Frank Jackson fan, but he has no tattoos, so like I can't throw Frank Jackson on there. But I love Frank Jackson fashion wise.
Let me scroll through.
I would say I don't really know how Tatum dresses. Is Tatum like that?
He got the League Fits MVP award like what?
He has. He hasn't been like as pop. Oh, Gary Trent was the League Fits honorable mention last year. He dresses dope. Who
Kuz
else?
got hella tattoos.
Yeah, Kuz got hella tattoos. That's a good one.
Kuz's quality is questionable.
There's a lot of inconsistencies. That's the thing. I think that's why I wouldn't. But
yeah, Tatum was still second team for us last year.
That's probably why I wouldn't have put like Kelly Oubre Jr. on my 5 per se.
All right, give us your 5, Joe.
Yeah, let's go.
Y'all want to hear my 5? You feel me?
Yeah.
Shoot, I don't even know if I got a 5 on the top of my head. Let me shut up. But
come on, you got JC, so 4 more.
Are we doing just straight tattoos or both?
No, both, like hybrid baby.
See, that's a hard question. All right,
hybrid baby.
All right, so D'Lo's on there, JC's on there. D'Lo's on there, JC's on there. Yeah, that's a hard question, bro.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I would have to put. Yeah, that's a hard question, bro. Is there something to that though? Like if you're getting tatted, or you not like? I don't know. I feel like the most fashionable guys ain't really like tatted like that, unless I'm tripping.
Well, the only guy, Shea it has nothing, and it like drives me nuts because he is like the coolest dude in the world, and I know
if he
tatted,
had a leg sleeve or something.
That's why I'm saying hard. Like, bro, so hard. So hard. That's like Tyrese Halliburton. Like, I don't know how to say this and it not sound weird, but his legs, like, he needs a leg sleeve. Like, he has leg sleeve legs in the not weirdest way.
No, he's talked about that. Go ahead, Joe.
He came on this podcast earlier when we first started. He was talking about how he wears shorts, and people are just like going, like, bro, you got chicken legs, bro. If you don't get some short, like, you be talking about his legs, bro. Apparently, it's
he has, like, if he covers his legs, like, that's it. He best player in the NBA.
That's funny.
Terry Rozier is a good one.
Oh yeah, that's also good.
Terry is
I fuck with the way Terry dresses.
Terry Rozier.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say RJ Hampton on the tattoo side though. Or maybe that's just me. Like I rock with RJ Hampton's tattoos.
Yeah, RJ Hampton's tattoos are sick, but it's like his, like for me, the only thing holding him back from like pushing that like first team is quantity. Like he has like elite pieces, but it's like he doesn't have a full leg, he doesn't have a full arm, he doesn't have, you know what I'm saying? It's all like, but I mean, he's doing it right, which I love to see. I hate when people, you know, like, I'm not gonna say names, but you go out, you get a full sleeve and it's like, all like there's really nothing there. Like you got a whole bunch of nothing. Well, that's tough with me too. Like, I don't know if we'll keep this in or not, but like when people, like when I go on stuff like this, like a podcast or something, or just like talking in general, like it's a lot different to be like, oh, like you didn't dress that good this year versus like, yo, your permanent ink on your body is fucking ass. Yeah. like like it's hard to be like, yo, like that. It's terrible. Like a lot of guys like have a bunch of ink and are always like, yo, how did I not make it? Like I remember commented on the teams like the question mark. I was like, bro, what? Like
that is awkward. Yeah, because everyone like I can look at pictures of myself dressing 5 years ago, and be like, ah. But if you showed me
Exactly.
a tattoo I got
Yeah,
5 years
exactly.
ago, I probably would have convinced myself to like it by now because it's
Yeah.
permanent.
Mhm.
Yeah, ooh, that is a tough. That is like a
It's very tough.
tricky line to dance on.
Yeah. And people are always like, yo, do the top 5 worst tattoos. I'm like, no way.
Yeah. Well, yo, Matt, I just want to say thank you so much for popping in today. We gotta get some collab posts going in the near future. We're
100%.
me and Joe are both massive fans of your page.
Mhm.
Love, appreciate that. LeagueFits, that's you guys are like the paved road. You guys did like culture before anybody, so shout out
Shit.
LeagueFits.
We got a little bit lucky. I won't lie. I had no idea it was gonna be what it became.
That's fire.
But appreciate that, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Episode 112 of Survival Fitted in the books. Appreciate you listening. Appreciate you expanding your tattoo knowledge with us for about 45 minutes. Peace and love.
On the ground till my heart stop beating. Y'all little boys made me change my demeanor.